Zyuohgers X Gokaiger, the 1999th episode of Super Sentai was pretty epic. The beginning has the big blue baddie attempt to take powers from normal human beings before trying to go for some curry. Unbeknownst to him, he's right next to Gokai Red. Like go, I think the whole thing they're trying to do in this episode is trying to go for our treasure, which is the duo whale powers. It's really cool that they have a team up, and it's just like some free episodes, which is really cool for the fans. Especially since Gokaiger is such a favorite episode, such a favorite season, and we haven't seen him for like a couple of years too. Zyuohgers attempt to help Gokai Red to defeat the Big Blue Baddie. Big Blue Baddie takes some power from Amu, White Tiger, before disappearing. Gokai Red, and then the Zyuohgers stand off. I don't know what they're saying, but it's interesting. Gokai Red poses, unhedged. The rest of them unhedged. Navi appears. Masao is very enthusiastic about Navi. I guess because Guy doesn't show up. Guy shows up later in the episode, talking to the Kid Zyuohgers about the Ranger Keys, which is very interesting. They ever have a whole bunch of Ranger Keys, so I'm curious as to what exactly happened to them. Maybe I missed Superhero Tyson or something to figure out what exactly happened. Masao throws, Captain Marvelous throws Navi at Masao before they cut to Big Blue Baddie summoning a monster, discussing some sort of spray which makes it more powerful. I could swear it was alcohol too, but I could be wrong. It could be like one of those black urns that has like alcohol or sort of herbal medicine, like Chinese herbal medicine. I don't know if it's Japanese. Genus is discussing with the green lady baddie about probably games and stuff. I don't know. Drinking cups. The moment when Gokai, this is a spoiler. The moment when Gokai Red turns on the Zyuohgers is when they go in the river and they encounter the cube for the powers of the Zyuo will. It's very plot heavy this episode, not really a character driven piece. I do wonder if there's also conflict between them because they're Uchu Kokaigers, Uchu Kaizoks, and the Zoomin are people. They do see the duo whale in the episode from the cube, which is part of the front, which is like this big cannon, sort of like the trailer cannon from Kamen Rider Drive. Really interesting story. It sort of reminds me of I remember the Gokaiger equivalent, but like the Operation Overdrive episode where they get the Sentinel sword. Because it's a crossover that. I mean, I don't. Maybe the Power Rangers director got involved in this, Koji Sakamoto, because he is involved in. I don't know, I guess he was involved in Ultraman. I don't know if he's involved in Super Sentai now or not. Steel Whale has this like powerful cannon, like cement destruction power. I don't know exactly how it got sealed. But there's no doubt very powerful. Steel Whale's animal design is very interesting when he's like in Zoo-Man form. They really do play off the Gokaiger powers very well, because in the beginning Gokai Red doesn't use any Ranger keys, which really builds stuff up. Once the big bad blue big bad shows up with his monster, Gokai Red shows off his powers. It's all animal themed, so the characters play off of it. Leo sees Gal Lion. Amu sees Jan from Kiki Ranger. And then see Go Busters, which from this season, after Gokaiger. I mean, this generation, 5-year generation after Gokaiger. The moment when Marvelous Henches, where he doesn't trust the Zyuohgers with the powers of Zyuo Whale, slashing at Leo and blasting at him as well. They all fight for the powers of him. Zyuo Whale. In the end of the fight, Misao breaks down, not sure exactly why. And then Zyuo Eagle flies after Red Hawk. Yeah, Red Hawk from Jetman. I'm totally expecting Red Falcon in the next episode, and maybe Hurricane Red. The monster of the episode was sort of throwaway. Cool design, but it really didn't have any character to it. Misao destroys him, while the four Zyuohgers eventually counter the other four Gokaigers. Guy's not really in this episode. They really cut the budget on the use of the Gokaigers, but it was a very creative use. I don't know if they get paid an event or whatever, but I do expect them to have some sort of union law about how many hours they get paid or how they get paid for this as one episode or 2 episodes. It's definitely good marketing for them. The four Gokaigers transform into all the generations of Super Sentai after they left. The fight itself between the four Zyuohgers and the four Gokaigers is very weird, because Doc, for some odd reason, can't get owned, and Joe does get owned, which is very out of character. Like, they don't play off that Sella is this great warrior or anything that would be able to face Joe, which would make sense, but Joe just gets knocked out. It's an excuse to use the powers is very weak. That's my thoughts on episode 1999, hopefully that's enough nines, of Super Sentai, and this episode of Double Sentai Zyuohger. Hope you enjoyed. Comment below.